fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star.
Welcome to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia for the Spanish Grand Prix. Over the next few minutes, the teams will be heading out onto this classic Formula One track for what we're expecting to be a very hectic practice session.
Hey guys, my name's CJ Gaming and today I'm back with another video, and today I'm back with part 5 of my Saving Jody and Palmer career mode. This is probably the fastest time, like 2 episodes we put up in at all. It's only the 5th one, so still 15 races after this. But anyway, just in practice, trying to set a fast lap. Spain, it's I don't know, it's not the best track for me, but it's definitely not the worst. But we do set our lap time with a 1:36. Can't read the other thing. That was on the medium tyres, the middle set of like tyres, not the hardest but not the softest. But anyway, like, we do set another lap time, as you'll see just now. We go faster by about a second, I think that is. That puts us P5. Then in practice, we're not even on the first board, and we actually are P16. That was on the mediums though, but P16 is still not great. We need to be fighting for like the top 10 in qualifying. But speaking of which, here we are. Hopefully we can get like Q1. It shouldn't be that hard to get through. The only time I don't get through Q1 is when I think of like the lap time and then just skip to the end. It turns out it's like the worst lap time ever. But we're going on to our lap now, and in the first sector it's a 23 something or other. This is the annoying thing about my window is so small that I can't see the numbers. But now we're actually a second ahead of behind Kimi Räikkönen. He sets a 121. We're gonna set a 124.5. So that's not very good. But we do add in a qualifying. We do end up setting a faster lap time. But down to the line, so about in 8th gear. Hopefully get a good braking zone. Braking just before, just after the 100-meter board, after that long straight. But now around turn 3, it's a long sweeping right-hander. We are positive on our time. We have gained some time. We're actually P16 so far, so we need to improve. Otherwise, we're going to be starting right near the back of the field in the mid-pack, which is not where you want to be. But now in turn 5, going a bit wide on the exit onto the curb. Now turn 6, a little kink, and now turn 7 and 8. Get on the curb on the entrance, not on the exit, which is kind of a bit slow. Now around turn 9, we go a bit wide. Unfortunately, we go on the gravel, which does slow our momentum down this little straight, the DRS straight. Now to the hairpin left-hander. Going a bit wide on the exit, getting on the curb, but not very wide. I'm cutting the corner there. Jeez, that was quite a big cut. I don't normally do that. But now up to the 3rd to last corner. We got a bit, my 4th to last corner. Now the 3rd and the 2nd. The chicane. This is where your lap can be made or broke. Like, it is so good. But we're up by a 2nd, and we move up to P8. That is like us successfully through to Q2. But now we're going to start our fly lap for Q2. This will also determine what tyres we start on though, which we need to get like a good lap, but we can't destroy our tyres. So anyway, in the 2nd sector we are 4 tenths up on Verstappen, which actually really isn't that bad. Kimi Räikkönen does go faster, and still as we come around the last corner he's still fastest. Up to the line we're going to set a 1:23.5, which is actually a second above what we set in Q1. And then in Q2 we actually do get through, so that means we will be starting on the softest tyres, the softs, because Spain's quite they have such high hard compounds. But anyway, this is my Q3 lap time. As we start the lap, we're already in 8th gear as we head down to turn 1. Getting close to the outside of the track as possible, braking just after the 100 metre board, getting on the curb on the entrance of turn 1. On turn 2 we get on the curb. Turn 3 we go a bit wide here, but we just like stopped touching the grass, which would have slowed our momentum down. But now turn 4, sorry about that, following the racing line, we do actually cut the racing line a bit short there. Turn 5 we go a bit wide under locking up, but turn 6 isn't really much of a turn. But now uphill, Max Verstappen sets a 1:22.5 as he goes P1. I think he's the first one to set a lap time though. Turn 9 we go extremely wide again. Sebastian Vettel now goes faster with a 1:28. Still a hairpin, and for second sector we're 1.5 seconds down, which is not the greatest. Well, that's also the line I was talking about earlier. I normally just clip the curb, but yeah, that's not the greatest, like what you want to see. We are extremely slow compared to the front running cars, which is unfortunate, but extremely nice through that chicane. Around the last corner, up to the line, we set a 1:22.9, which is unfortunate. But in the Q3, we've actually qualified in front of our teammate. We've qualified in 7th, so hopefully we can like convert that into some decent points. That'll be for the Renault team and also for our World Championship. Because don't forget, we need to beat our teammate, which hasn't seemed that hard so far. But anyway, it's time for the Spanish Grand Prix. Hopefully we get some points. But anyway, let's go to the race.
And there's another very excited little chap here beside me as well. It's our very own Anthony Davidson. Great to see you again today.
Thanks for that, Crofty, and I'm really anxious to get underway here. We've got all the makings of a great race today. World champions in competitive cars, lots of drivers on form, and I suspect a few strategists on the pit wall looking to try something a bit different and maybe jump their cars up the order.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo, and Verstappen, Palmer, Hülkenberg, Ocon, and Roman Grosjean. Sainz, Alonso, Felipe Massa, and Perez, Kvyat, Magnussen, Stoffel Van Dorn, and Lance Stroll, Wehrlein, and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So now we're on the grid for the start of the Spanish Grand Prix. So we need to have a look at what our strategy is. It is softs, mediums, mediums, which is, that's not that bad of a strategy to be fair. It's 2-stop, 66 laps. So hopefully we can this is a good chance for us to get some points, both for the team without like me and my teammate just starting like alongside each other. We need a clean start. That is a big priority. But as you can see, I have to warm up our tyres. But yeah, we need to, if we get a good start, I think we could control this race. As we did in Russia, we controlled it. Like we didn't pit because the rain just helped us so much in Russia. We did not have the pace in the dry. Like we had a decent pace, but compared to Mercedes and Ferrari, there was no pace. But anyway, we're lining back up on the grid. But yeah, going back to the Russian Grand Prix. Yeah, we did not deserve. Like if there was dry, we did not deserve that win. But anyway, we're on the grid. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. Lights out, and away we go for the Spanish Grand Prix. Everyone's gotten very cleanly. There's a Toro Rosso going up the inside of the Force India. We've already got we're alongside the Red Bull. I think it's Max Verstappen. Yes, it is. We're now into turn 1. We're going to go round the outside of Max Verstappen. We're also going to go. Are we going to have a look around the outside of the 2 Red Bulls? The 2 Daniel Ricciardo and Bottas. I can't speak, but no, Bottas has kept in position. But we've gained up 1 position. Ocon's also got past Max Verstappen. But now lap 6, going up into turn 7. Now 8, we're going to have the outside line in turn 8. But we're going to be slipstreaming him. He go very slowly around turn 9. There, just point out. So we've had to like move out the way. But now we're going to slipstream down to the hairpin. We're going to go up the inside of Daniel Ricciardo. He's on the hardest, the medium tyres, which are hard on this, so they have no grip. But yeah, we've managed to get past Daniel Ricciardo. Let's have another look at that replay. So you can see us slipstreaming him. We got Ocon in the background, having a cheeky little look on us, but we moved to the inside of Daniel Ricciardo. and we managed to get the move to make the move stick. So we're now into P5. We've got Bottas ahead of us. But now in lap 3, we've got Daniel Ricciardo who's actually trying out the inside. I did not leave him room because I didn't actually know he was there. So we've lost the back end a bit, but we did save it, which is kind of impressive. So now let's have another look what he did here. He just like, wow, that's the slightest bit of contact ever. Wow. But now in lap 7, we've actually gone wide at the chicane. So this is going to give Daniel Ricciardo back into P5. He's going very slowly though. So now we're just going to slipstream him. We'll have DRS on him as well. But now, down to turn 1, down to start finish straight. We're side by side with Daniel Ricciardo. By the looks of it, we've got past him. But now Ocon is actually trying to have his pop his luck around the inside. Let's have a look at what this battle in the top left. Ricciardo's still in P6. But now on lap 11, here comes Daniel Ricciardo. Look at that overspeed he has on us. Slipstream DRS is probably rich mix. It's just so fast. We've managed to keep P5 running outside of turn 1. And now Roman Grosjean's out of the race on lap 11. Probably a great failure knowing the Haas team. But now we've got a cinematic. We've got Daniel Ricciardo around our outside. We're going to go up the inside. We've kept the inside. We're going to squeeze about on inside of turn 2. We've actually a little bit of contact, so that's how we managed to get our position back, but not defend our position. And now at lap 16, we're going to go exactly the same. I've left him room, but obviously not enough. I'm so sorry, but I've spanned Daniel Ricciardo out. So now I think this is a replay. Yeah, Ocon's actually pit, I think. That's why you can't see him, unless that's him in the background. But if so, that he's dropped so much time. But yeah, Daniel Ricciardo could have made that, in my opinion. But anyway, end of lap 16, we're coming into the pits for our first pit stop. Hopefully the team can do a good pit stop. I just said goo. Wow. My words are not... Oh, sorry, my words are not, like... Oh, I can't... See, look, this is what I mean, I can't speak. But anyway, we're going to our first set of medium tyres. At the moment, we're in P13, as, yeah, I think that's where we're going to come out. Someone else is actually in the pits. I think it's Fernando Alonso in P14. But anyway, yeah, we managed to come out in 13th. Now at lap 18, we've got a couple of people in the pits. We've got Lance Stroll, Kvyat and Magnussen. We're going to get Perez. We just get Perez. But unfortunately, Max Verstappen's actually jumped us, unless he hasn't pit. But now Ocon's in. Is Verstappen? No. Van Dorn's actually now in on lap 21. But Verstappen has actually jumped us, I think. Unless he has a pit, obviously. But I think he has. But for now, Felipe Massa is out of the Grand Prix, which is unfortunate. But now on lap 41, nothing's happened in that stint. That was the most disappointing stint I think I've ever seen. But anyway, we're now at lap 41. We've got 26 laps. We've made that 25 laps to take the medium tyres to the end. We've got someone else coming into the pits. I think it's a Mercedes. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, hopefully our team can have a good pit stop, like 2.5 seconds. That's 2 point something, which isn't far off. I mean, a 0.1 would be like the best result ever. But unfortunately, that's not possible. But now we're actually going to come out with our teammate. No, that's not even our teammate, is it? What am I thinking? Daniel Ricciardo and Alonso are fighting side by side. And we've actually got jumped by Daniel Ricciardo. This is unfortunate, but Daniel Ricciardo's now got past Alonso. But now we're going to dive up the inside of Fernando Alonso to turn 5. But now Bottas is actually coming around to lap us. So we're going to have to give him the position, as I say that, we're on lap 42. Now we're just going to pull over to the right hand side of the track, lift off a bit. But now actually, that's actually caused a problem, because now Ocon's actually jumped us. Well, actually, we're going to go round, we followed Bottas round the outside of Ocon. Lovely move there from us. Bottas has helped us so much there. But now we're at P8 on lap 44. Daniel Ricciardo's got passed by Bottas. I don't know why I included that. But now Lewis Hamilton's fastest lap. And he's actually won the Grand Prix. Because we've been lapped, we only have to complete 65 laps. And unfortunately, we're going to go behind Ocon. What happened to Ocon? He come P16. We were fighting with him at one point. That's unfortunate for Ocon. But anyway, we come home for a decent haul of points. I think that's 6 points. 7th place. it could be better on compared to last race in Russia. We've got the win. Our first win of the season, Malazad. If you haven't heard that already, I've probably said that a million times. But anyway, there we are, the podium. But anyway, that has been the Spanish Grand Prix. We finished when we started. Our teammates actually come home in 10th, so like good for him. Like he actually got some points. Unfortunately, he didn't finish like anywhere. It's only 1 point. I'd rather have finished like 6th or 5th. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. Sorry if I've been a bit like boring with my voice. I just have a blocked nose because of hay fever. I actually hate hay fever. It's like you have a cold all year round. You have a cold in the summer, winter if you ever get one, and then you have a bloody cold in the summer. So go away. But anyway, I'll be CJ's Gaming, and I'll see you in Monaco, the creme de la creme of the F1 season. But anyway, I'll be CJ's Gaming, and I'll see you in next one. Bye.